Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to operate a airport fuel truck and how to fuel a Diamond DA40. And I guess our first step, we're going to drive out to our airplane here. We're going to set up with our hose, which is on our driver's side of the truck, about halfway back, so we'll line the nose of the plane up to the halfway point with the truck, leaving about a 3-foot gap between the truck and the plane. When we park, we'll set our parking brake, put the truck in park, and turn our fuel system to run. Our next step is getting out of the truck. We'll come over, look at our plane, find its tail number. This one's 704 Papa Alpha. We will walk over to our fuel truck, at which point we will click start, wait for the system to boot. We'll click next, and then next again. And we'll type in our tail number, 704, then type multiple times for letters, Papa Alpha, enter. At which point, we will grab our bonding cable so that no electricity or sparks can happen. Pull that out, and connect it to our exposed metal. Alright. The next step is taking our fuel hose, drag it all the way out to the tip of the wing, so we know we have enough hose to reach the fuel port. At this point, we'll make sure we have the right truck coming forward. That's what we have. So we will open the truck, pull the cap, and fuel the plane. The issue with the Diamonds, they have a multi-compartment fuel tank in the wing, so you have to do it slowly so it can trickle down into each compartment. Okay, so as you can see, once we have our fuel tank full, we'll get our cap, pull it up and plug it to no fuel leak. Close up our fuel cap. This cable do not ever like to go down. We'll move on to our second wing. We'll repeat the process with this hole. Pull up the cap and slowly fill in the plane. So once this side is full, we'll cap it, close up the plane, and from this point, put the finish button, pull this, which will reel in your hose. You can go into your aircraft's avionics by turning the battery on and wait for your system to turn on. Once your avionics system is on, we'll click enter. You will switch from your map page to your engine page. Then you will come right over here. You will reset your fuel and decline it by 1 gallon, since we're not perfect when it comes to fueling. Once that is done, you can turn your battery back off, and everything outside is done. You will return to the truck. You have your printer that already printed your receipt, and then you have your fuel system switch. If you forget to turn this off and attempt to either release the parking brake or put the truck in drive, as I'll demonstrate, it'll shut off the truck, meaning you can't go anywhere. So you first have to have that switch off. Truck is not dead. You are then able to start it up, release your parking brake, and go to drive, and return the truck back to storage. Once you have returned the truck to storage, you'll gather your receipt, make sure everything's put in park, come to the exterior of the truck, where you have your master power switch, which you will turn to off. You will come to the rear tires, and take your chocks. Even though we have park and a parking brake, airports require this level of redundancy. You will chock your vehicle, then since it's a diesel in the winter, we will come over to our extension cord and connect our block heater so that it doesn't take forever to get out and let the truck warm up when we're trying to go out and fuel planes. Now we will head inside to the office and submit the paperwork. Once we return to our station, we will go to the system the airport uses. In our case, it is the AvFuel system. So we will go here, up to transactions, go to sale, enter the tail number. And begin your transaction. You'll go to products. We did 100 low lead avgas out of the truck, and you will look at your receipt, find your starting and end meter, and enter those there. Once you have that entered, you check that the numbers match what you put in. You check that the gallons match what you put in. In our case, it's easy because we had exactly 30 gallons. You will add to transaction and suspend the transaction until the end of the day. Moving on from there, we will come over to our paper log, re-enter all the same information. That way we have 2 copies.